Django comes with Shell. So Shell is basically a place where you can run queries on your app. Let's see how we can work with that shell. I'm going to go to my VS Code here. Okay, let's close all of this stuff. And then I'm going to stop the running server. And all we have to do is just type in Python manage.py shell. So now we are inside the Python shell. So it's quite easy actually. So the first thing is that we want to check out how to work with nodes. Just type in from nodes.models import nodes. Okay, so now we need to set a variable. So I'm going to type in my node is equals to nodes.objects .get, and then we want to get the first node which we created. So I'm going to say pk stands for private key. I'm going to set this one to 1. Okay, and hit enter. So now we need to get the title of it. So I'm going to say my node dot title, and you can see the title of our first node is first node. So let's get the text of that one. So I'm going to say my node dot text. That's the text of our first node. Okay, so let's see how we can get all the nodes of our app. So to do that, we're going to say nodes dot objects dot all, and you can see that we have just one object. So let's create a new node with the query line. So I'm going to say new underscore node is equals to nodes dot objects dot create, and then we can set in all the details. So the two main details which we have in our node is a title. The first one is title. So I'm going to set the title as my second node, right? And then we need to set the text. So the text is this is my second node. Okay, and then hit enter. Now we can get all the nodes. So if I hit enter, you can see that we have two nodes. There's one and then there's two. Now we can actually search for the nodes too. So in the first node, we simply created a text called first node, but in the second node, we added my, that is my, that word. So we're going to use that word to find that text. So what we're going to do is we're going to say nodes dot objects dot filter, and then we're going to search in the title. So what we're going to do is we're going to say title, then we're going to say underscore starts with is equals to, and we can specify the search query that is my. And if I hit enter, you can see that my, that word, is in the second node. And we can do the same thing, and actually we can search within the text too. So instead of specifying this as title, we're going to set this to text, and instead of start with, we're going to change this to contains. So to specify that, all I have to do is say I contains, and then we're going to say Django, or we're going to simply say hello world, because we created that hello world thing. So I'm hit enter. So you can see that that word hello is inside the first node which we created. We can also do the same thing by searching with an exclude option. So we can exclude a specific text. So what we can do is, instead of specifying this as filter, we can change this to exclude. So basically we're going to look for a text which contains hello, but it's going to exclude that. So we're going to look for a text which doesn't have an hello. So we're going to look for an app or a node which doesn't have hello. So if I hit enter here, you can see the second node does not have hello inside it. So it's going to filter, that's going to show me that one. The same way we can add multiple filters. So in order to do that, what we can do is we can just take this one here. It's going to check a text which does not have hello, and with that we can actually filter, and we can add a text that contains it. So let's say I contains, and we can look for my. Okay, so let's see if that consists of that one. So if I hit enter, you can see that's the second node. So the second node does not have the name hello, and also it consists of a word my.